The Mirage 2000 is one of France's most iconic fighter aircraft, designed by Dassault Aviation as a fourth-generation, single-engine, multi-role jet that would embody speed, agility, and cutting-edge avionics of its time. First taking to the skies in the late 1970s, it was meant as a successor to the Mirage 3, but it quickly proved itself to be more than just an incremental upgrade. With its delta wing design, fly-by-wire controls, and powerful Snecma M53 turbofan engine, the Mirage 2000 became a symbol of French aerospace engineering. It was designed to intercept and outmaneuver, climbing rapidly and engaging targets with precision. Over time, the Mirage 2000 evolved into several variants, from pure interceptors to strike versions capable of delivering precision-guided munitions. While France was the primary operator, the Mirage 2000 saw service in multiple nations, though Sweden never adopted it as a frontline fighter. Sweden already had its Saab Viggen and later Gripen series, but the Mirage 2000 was evaluated and compared internationally against other fighters, including those considered by Swedish defense planners. In European air combat exercises, Mirage 2000 pilots often found themselves facing Swedish counterparts, and the lessons learned on both sides contributed to tactical development. This cross-national exposure reinforced the Mirage's reputation as a nimble, reliable, and surprisingly versatile aircraft. But across the Iron Curtain, very different machines were being built for very different missions. The Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-25, NATO reporting name, Foxbat, was not a nimble dogfighter like the Mirage 2000, it was a blisteringly fast interceptor. Designed in the 1960s, the Foxbat could reach speeds of Mach 2.8 and even touch Mach 3 in extreme cases, though at the risk of damaging its engines. Built to counter high-flying threats like the American State Route 71 Blackbird and strategic bombers, the MiG-25 was large, intimidating, and purpose-built for speed and altitude. Its massive radar and long-range missiles made it a formidable foe in its intended role, though it was never meant for close-range dogfights. The West initially feared it as a super fighter, but later learned it was more specialized than expected. The MiG-31 inches Foxhound followed, taking the Foxbat's strengths and adding modern avionics, longer range, and the ability to hunt low-flying cruise missiles. Entering service in the early 1980s, the Foxhound became one of the first fighters equipped with a phased array radar, capable of tracking multiple targets at once. It could work in pairs to cover vast areas of airspace, a crucial role in defending the massive Soviet borders. The Foxhound sacrificed some of the Foxbat's extreme top speed for better endurance, sensor capability, and all-weather interception. In many ways, it was a technological leap forward, designed for a future in which speed alone wasn't enough. Then there's the MiG-29 inches Fulcrum, a very different beast from the Foxbat and Foxhound. Where those were long-range interceptors, the Fulcrum was a short to medium-range air superiority fighter, intended to challenge Western fighters like the F-16, F-A-18, and indeed the Mirage 2000. First flying in the late 1970s and entering service in the 1980s, the MiG-29 combined agility with powerful engines that allowed for impressive thrust-to-weight performance. It could pull high-G maneuvers, execute tight turns, and use advanced infrared search and track systems to detect enemies without relying on radar emissions. In dogfight scenarios, the Fulcrum was feared for its helmet-mounted sight and R-73 missiles, giving pilots the ability to lock onto targets at extreme off-boresight angles, an advantage over many Western fighters of the era. In hypothetical, Cold War matchups, each of these aircraft played a different role. The Mirage 2000, with its balance of speed, agility, and multi-role flexibility, could hold its own against the Fulcrum in short-range engagements while being able to strike ground targets with precision. The Foxbat and Foxhound, meanwhile, represented the Soviet focus on intercepting threats before they could reach their targets, relying on raw speed or sophisticated radar coverage. While they might not have been as agile in a turning fight, their purpose was never to engage in one. They were guardians of airspace at strategic ranges.